So keep heading everybody. Next, symbols of elements. So if you see the symbols of elements, of course, this is also not olden days. Before this, I will say you. So this is actually the symbols of Mr. Dalton's. Okay, so symbols for some elements as proposed by Mr. Dalton. So of course, before that, there is symbols of elements. That is what I'm going to say you now. So you can see, first of all, we should know what is the meaning of symbol first. As I'm saying now, symbols we are making. So the importance of symbol, what do you mean by symbol means? So we, like you can see, a representation of something. For example, if you go to the near electrical transformer, electric transformer, there will be a one symbol. Can you tell me, everybody? Electric transformer, you'll be finding one symbol. Anyone? Hey, electric symbol, Ra. If you notice it,
Danger.
yeah,
Danger.
yes. One skull will be there and రెండు leg piece bones will be there. Am I right or wrong? Yes or no? For భయంకరమైన skull diagram. So what is it indicating? That by seeing that skull diagram itself, you will understand it is what? It is
Danger.
you understand it? So like this, different places, different we will use it. For example, my university, each classroom will never represent with a name. Like we can say, like a normal school, 7th D, 8th D, 9th D, and the madri. For us in university, they used to allot the Greek letters, and my PUC classroom name, you don't believe. Of course, it is a A7 class, A7, because when I'm in PUC 1 and 2, okay, so PUC 1 and first year and second year, that is what, intermediate, that is after 11 and 12. So by the time my entire house's name, my class name is A7, but my house, that entire house's name is 1 to 10 classes, they used to call it as a Kappa house. Kappa is not a normal Telugu. Telugu Kappa means like we can say frog, but Kappa is a Greek word. Understanding? So Kappa house, Gamma house, Beta house, like that they will represent. So Alpha house, Beta house, Gamma house. My hostel is Gamma. Understanding? So like that, this is Alpha, Beta, Gamma, like that they will represent. Some hostels, my junior hostels is Beta hostels. Like that, different classes, they used to alert some different Greek symbols. So these symbols, basically, you can take alpha, beta, gamma. This is alpha, beta, gamma. My hostel number is gamma 9 hostel. My hostel room is gamma 9 room. So like that, different rooms, different names we can give it. So that is what is a symbol. Symbol is the representation of particular character or particular situation or whatever it is. Now, our ancient scientists or alchemists, if you've taken, are the philosophers who has been proposed, like our Marshi Kannad or the foreign scientists or many, they used a certain sign and symbols for mythological origin, which will represent the elements and compounds. Very few symbols, because by that time the known elements itself extremely low. So, but they used the things which is present in our surroundings. For example, copper symbol, ancient time, but this will be helpful for in our general exams and competitive exams. The mythological origin which will represent the copper symbol is this is the symbol of copper which they have been taken ancient time. If you see the symbol, this is representing what? Everybody? Copper. If I take a gold, just this is the symbol. This is a gold symbol. If I take a tin, the symbol of tin is very beautiful. This is the symbol of tin. Looks like a something alphabet. Sorry, number. Looks like a 4. That is what. It's not that much. That is what. Next, if you take a common salt, Common salt is a mixture or compound or element? Anybody? Common salt. Common salt is a mixture or compound or element?
Compound.
Compound. Common salt. Can you tell me what is the formula of common salt? Anybody?
NaCl.
NaCl. Understanding? So it is a compound. So representation of, you don't believe, the representation of compound, common salt is this is. That's all it is. Do you understand, everybody? Like this, by the time the known elements is extremely smaller, so they have been used with the symbols. But of course, do you think that now remembering the symbols is easy? Am I right? Is it easy? No, it
No,
is
sir.
very, very tough because till today,
180.
what is the known elements for us? 118 elements. If one or two elements are hardly 10 elements, I can. But it is 216 elements, who it will be? It is, sorry, 118 elements means it is very, very tough. Am I right or wrong? So iron, they used to represent this is what? This is the symbol for iron, they, as they said. Next, silver. Silver means 1/4 of the moon. So that's all it is. This is what is the silver symbol. See how it is. Are you clear, everybody? And if I take sulfur, sulfur they said. Okay. So like this, our ancient time, our alchemist, were pere kadayadu. Yar sir, who has been said? Nobody, no information. Our alchemist or our ancient Indian philosophers, they used these signs for certain elements. But is it, do you think this pattern is going to work out? Setting a symbols? No. Am I right or wrong?
No.
Because now the number of elements is extremely high. So we cannot be. So that is what it is. So what do you mean by symbol? That is what, let me form a definition and write it. So anybody can tell what do you mean by symbol, everybody? The shorthand notation or representation of an element is called it as what? A symbol of the element. It's not the symbol, sorry, it's not the element, it is a symbol of the element. Remember that. Clear, everybody? Write it. The shorthand notation, the shorthand notation or representation of an element is called, or you can take basically compound also, as they mentioned, called the symbol of the element. Purima ellame. Mr. Sanjay, Hasani Sudhakar, Gokul, Pranav, any doubt you can ask me. Please respond. Clear, everybody? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So do it quick. Anything doubt, ask me, you can proceed. Next, Dalton's symbol of the element. Dalton's symbol of the element. So by that time, Mr. Dalton time, many new elements also discovered, many new elements also formed. So by the time, to remembering the certain elements, tell me, Emma, what do you want? Finish it.
Sir, can you please show the previous screen, sir?
Set. Okay. Finish it, everyone. Anything doubt, ask me. Mr. Silas, are you listening? I'll check it this all day, classwork. Understand, Thambi? Listen that. Okay. So this is what it is. Now, Mr. John Dalton, the first scientist who used symbols to represent the elements, is actually our John Dalton. So the symbols used by Dalton represent the element as well as one atom of that element. This is the most important point you have to learn in Dalton's. Clear, everybody? Dalton was the first scientist. You, sir, why, sir, you were saying first? Our ancient and all. There is no information. So that's why, who has been said ancient time, we don't know. That's why we are not talking about it. Do you understand, everybody? Yes or no? So very specific sense. So when he used a symbol for an element, He also meant a definite quantity of that element. That is what? One atom of the element. Very, 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 very important. Please note it. This symbol, for example, this is a symbol for hydrogen. Then how many atoms of hydrogen? Speak. How many atoms of
One.
hydrogen? One atom of hydrogen. Phosphorus. This is the
3.
symbol for phosphorus. But what is that? How many atoms? One
Is
atom.
this molecular form?
No molecular form. This symbol is representing only single atom. That is the meaning of it. Do you understand?
Yes,
Clear?
sir.
This is the copper. This is representing how many copper atoms? Everybody.
1.
One atom. This is a gold. It is representing how many gold atoms? One atom. Do you understand, Amma? Everybody? So that is what it is actually. So which represents symbol is a sign or object which will representing the situations. That's what is Kishore. Very good. So till here all of you see that. Do you understand, everybody? So it is used for an element and also means for definite quantity of the element. So that is what you have to remember it. So it is representing two ways. What is it, everybody? Symbol is used for what? All of you. Symbol is used for representing the element. As well,
All this shows one atom of
yes,
that element.
and
Okay.
also as well as one atom of the element. It will suggest that one atom of the element. That is what is important for me. Are you clear, everybody? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Well, Kishore, what do you want? Volt symbol. I'm not understanding, Kishore. Volt electricity, Kishore. Now we want it. என்னடா பேசுங்க தம்பி என்ன வேணும்? Same way, carbon. Carbon is representing how many atoms? One carbon atom. Sulfur also one carbon atom. Lead one carbon atom. Platina one carbon atom. Do you understand it? And oxygen also one. I told particularly. Iron also one. Okay, silver also one. Mercury also one. That's all. Clear, everybody? Understand, Amma? So totally how many symbols are there? How many symbols are there? 4 plus 4 plus 4.
12.
12. That is what Mr. Dalton given. Clear? So these symbols for, like we can say, government exams and all, sometimes they will ask you. But if they ask, you have to do it. But there is no value for them. So just it is entire system is going to change it. So from here, these symbols, again, it is not impressed by everyone. So it is not accepted one. So because if it is by the time, the Dalton time, this 17, like 12 element symbols means extremely fine. But once, what will happen? That symbols, they know future, if they discovered the new elements, what is their situation? So they cannot remember and they cannot form the symbols again and again. So that's why what will happen? We cannot depend on rely on the symbols. So we need something more, something easier to work. That is what it is. Modern symbols of the elements. All of you keep heading. Modern symbols of the elements. Do you understand, Ra? Everybody? Atomic mass, I'll teach you later. So what is the modern symbol? Modern symbols of the elements. Shall we start now? If you're okay, we'll start. All of you, please respond. Everybody. Clear? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Dalton symbols, which he is used, it is not easy to remember and it is not convenient. It is inconvenient to represent. That is why the system could not gain popularity. But a new system of representation was suggested by one of the scientists in this paragraph only. So let me see who will find it. Anybody? What is the scientist's name? This much time.
Berzelius.
Berzelius. Berzelius suggested the symbol of elements be made from one or two letters of the name of the element. That is what you have to remember. Clear, everybody? Yes, please. So, after Dalton's symbols, they have found it is difficult to remember. That is why his full name is Johns Jacob Bernelius. Write it and learn it. Okay. So what's his name? Johns Jacob Berzelius. So that is the scientist who said that the symbols of elements made from one or two elements of the name of the element. That is what you have to take it. Are you clear, everybody? Ma, please respond, ma. All of you?
Sir.
Yes. So, he suggested that elements can be symbolized by using one or two letters from the name of the element. Again, problem. Name of the element means which name? English name, Arabic name, or some other name. That is the first thing. Do you understand, everybody? Are you clear what I'm saying? Please respond. So, the symbols which is used by Mr. John Jacob Bernoulli, he said that you can take a letters alphabets from first and or either one letter or two letters from the name. That is what it is. So different elements have been named in different ways. So that is why there are certain ways where we can make it. First one, some elements got their names from the name of the place where it is discovered. So I suppose I have discovered some element at this place. So I may add it, that name I may be go for the, even for example, you might be knows patents. How many of you heard about the patents? Patents means, you know that? Please speak, guys. No, I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So some of the elements got their names from the name of the place where they were discovered. Second one, some of them got their name from the name of a scientist who discovered them. Name of the scientist who discovered them. But you might be don't know this one, but definitely you can. So, for example, you are ninth class only, correct? You cannot. So, Rutherfordium is the element. What is that, everybody? Name of the element is what? Can you see that, everybody? Rutherfordium. So, Rutherfordium is the name of the element. Clear, everybody? All of you? So, how it will comes? The Rutherford medium came from a scientist name who is Mr. Rutherford. Next class, next chapter we'll study about Rutherford experiment and all. Can you able to see my screen? Mari, Tingesh?
Yes, sir.
So Rutherfordium based upon from the Rutherford name. Next, some elements are named on the basis of unique property. Means the property of that material does not shown by any other element. For example, actinium. Actinium. How many of you know actinium? Everybody? Actinium got the name due to its high radioactivity. Actinium name got due to what, everybody? High what? Please respond.
radioactivity.
Radioactivity means it is extremely radioactive in nature. That is why its name is called it as a actinium. So these are the three ways how that symbols we have to choose for an element and how you have to be. Now, gold. How many of you know gold? What is a symbol for gold, for example? What is a symbol for gold? Everybody?
AG.
Yes? AG. AG means silver girl.
AU.
AU is the. So how this name came? The name came gold. How it will be? Because what is the color of the gold? Anybody can tell? What is the color of the gold?
Yellow.
Yellow. So because of this, that the English name for this yellow word, yellow is not English word. Yellow English word for this yellow word, okay, the gold is geolu. That is English word. Geolu means yellow color. That is why it is called as a gold. Okay. So gold got its names from the word, okay, golu, actually pronunciation. That is why it turn up into gold. Golu, G-O, E silent. Golu, gold, which means yellow color. Are you understand, everybody? Yes? Please respond. Clear? Abhirami, that and all not there is just normal. Are you understand, everybody? So,
Sir,
yes,
this
ma'am.
was said by Rutherford
Which one?
to keep the symbol on basis of its special property.
Yeah, this is modern, Mari, not Rutherford. Rutherford gone. That the symbols is not Rutherford said. Rutherford, one of the element. One of the element is named after his, because he discovered that, and he maybe created this. That's why his name itself will be turning into a name in the element name. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Suppose to future you maybe discover one element, or I maybe discover one element. If suppose you like Pudukkottai, then you can take your element name something like M and small p, capital M and small p. Mr. Mari from Pudukkottai, but nobody knows that. You based upon this, you will form a name. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is what it is. So like that only it has been certain names. But now the symbol and names are approved by organization. Before and all, if you discover something, you can keep something. But now you cannot keep. Only discovery or invention only in our hands. The name has been decided by IUPAC. IUPAC. What is IUPAC? Very, very important question. Anybody? International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Pure and Applied Chemistry. That is what we used to call it as a IUPAC. Understand, everybody? And this is the organization at present who will decides the name of any kind of chemistry discovery. So, or invention, whatever it is. So majority of the elements have names, but still some elements are represented by symbols from their Greek or Latin names also. So some names we have been taken from Latin. For example, sodium. So sodium symbol is, I cannot put yes, because already for sulfur, what is the symbol? Everybody. Sulfur, what is the symbol? Yes only. So for gold and silver, sorry, gold and sulfur, can I put both SS? Is it correct? Is it correct? That's what I am asking. Silver and sorry, sodium and sulfur, both if I put SS, is it right? Respond, Ra. Two different elements.
No,
Can I
sir.
choose the same symbol? No. That is
No,
why
sir.
this sulfur they have taken as a yes, but sodium they have taken as a Na is the symbol. Sorry, Anna sir, what is Na? Na is a what actually?
Latin.
It is a Latin name. Latin name. So what is the Latin name? Call it as a, everybody?